himself the entire time.
Punk said this was like a breakup, and it feels that way.
It reminds me of when we split up, actually.
But ultimately, you must have mended fences to get to this point, right?
Yeah, it took time, but eventually we realized we worked better as friends.
Well, I don't think we have a lot of time, unfortunately, but maybe you can use that experience. You don't need Punk. You never did. You have each other.
I guess you're right. But even though we have each other, we still need help if we're going to defeat Mutiny at Survivor Series.
I know you couldn't trust anyone in the locker room before, but now you don't really have a choice. And besides, in the time since Mutiny formed, certain individuals have proven their loyalty to our side. We should start there.
Keep in mind, these superstars will compete for us in the best-of-3 series. Everything is at stake, including our livelihoods and the future of WWE. So choose carefully.
Which brand do you want to go recruit first?
I'll start on Raw, talking to superstars from the men's division.
Okay. You have our full support.
Pierce told me you and your partner are the ones to talk to about Survivor Series. Well, there's no need for a big discussion. I'm in.
That sounds a lot more like a demand than a request.
It's not a demand. It's the way you're gonna win. If there's a man in WWE who can tear down CM Punk and everything he represents, it's me.
I'm not even sure you could draw him out, though. Punk's been hiding down in Orlando, surrounded by his army of followers. It's a fortress.
Brother, trolling cowardly moron Punk is one of the great joys in my life. I'll get him so mad, he won't be able to resist coming out of his spider hole.
How are you going to do that? It's going to take more than simple name-calling.
Okay. Remember when Punk had a midlife crisis and became a failed MMA fighter?
Yep. Not his finest hour.
Nope. And you know he just lies awake at night, stewing in his failure. Now you put me on your Survivor Series team, I'm gonna revisit his little foray into MMA to show him how a real fighter takes care of business.
Damn. That would drive Punk nuts.
So what do you say? Ready to roll with me all the way through Survivor Series?
Man, I am so ready to troll CM Punk. I just wish I could see the look on his face when you rake him over the coals.
Great! Then grab yourself some popcorn and a seat at the backstage monitor, because I'm gonna go out there and prove that MMA is just one more thing that I do better than cowardly moron Punk.
Drew McIntyre sporting a different look for this MMA rules match. As soon as CM Punk revealed himself as the leader of Mutiny, you had to know that Drew McIntyre would call him out.
And leading into Punk's MMA career is a surefire way to get his attention.
MMA rules means we're about to see Drew hit even harder.
A competitor who does not know the meaning of the word quit. He is ready for battle. Here's your punching bag for the evening. I'm not really fond of most local competitors, but this is more like it. What was this guy's MMA record, Saxton?
0-12 in professional fights and one draw that was overturned to a loss.
Of course. Why do these guys do this to themselves? Or to me, rather?
Yeah, I'm thinking this won't end well tonight.
It won't be pretty, but hopefully it'll be quick.
The following contest is an underground match. The only ways to win are by knockout or submission. Introducing first, from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. And from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 260 pounds, Adrian Buck.
Drew McIntyre is taking a shot across CM Punk's bow with his MMA-style match, attire and all.
And you have to think it's going to send Punk's blood pressure through the roof.
McIntyre counters with power.
Dropped hard from the apron.
From the top.
All the way to the outside. From all the way up. Wasted no time flying out to the floor.
Tossed around like a rag doll.
It might not be flashy, but sometimes you just gotta toss another person and make a statement.
Getting carried to a vulnerable position here. Set. And he re-enters into the ring.
Drew just taking a moment to soak it all in.
Will he get on with it already? This is a fight.
Just a debilitating neck breaker.
Side slam. Nice.
Hooked up. Great power.
Inverted suplex. McIntyre's just so dominant.
Yeah, Buck's gotta slow down this assault.
Tossing their opponent like they're nothing. It couldn't have felt good being chucked around like that.
All the way to the floor.
From the top. Whoa, what a landing.
No matter who you are, when you crashed on the floor, a searing pain races through your body.
Let's go kiss. And the official calls it. Clearly, they cannot fight any longer.
Here is your winner, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre just sent a message straight to CM Punk.
And that message is, anything you can do, I can do better. Your move, Punk.
Drew McIntyre, my old buddy. You crawled out from under your troll bridge to try to call me out again. We've been going back and forth for so long, I can barely remember what got your skivvies in a bunch to begin with. It doesn't really matter though, does it? Because every time you step to CM Punk, you end up red-faced and humiliated. But now I hear you want to be one of WWE's chosen ones at Survivor Series to take on Mutiny. We've all seen how you excel as a chosen one. There can be only one, and you ain't it, Drew. You want CM Punk so bad? Well, you're gonna get your wish when CM Punk shows up at Raw next week, looks you in your creepy eyes in the middle of that ring and slaps that dumb beard off your doofus face. Again.
Do you see Punk's rant? You've definitely got him riled up.
That was the plan.
It's good to have him off his game. But when Punk says he's showing up here to confront you tonight, I would assume there's going to be some kind of mutiny trap.
Well, that's the safest bet you're ever gonna make. Here's the thing. If he springs a trap on me, he'll probably pop his shoulder out of his socket, so I'm not terribly worried.
Punk may be made out of fine china, but Mutiny has plenty of badasses on their roster, and they could come from anywhere. So I'm still gonna watch your back.
Good man. You watch for Mutiny backstage, I'll meet Punk in the ring. This goes right, that little creep isn't gonna make it to Survivor Series.